Hey, hello everyone. Welcome to this course. This week we're going to talk about different objects that are utilized in programming. So we're going to show a different realm of ways to work on this. So what I did here is I started a new directory here in Visual Studio Code. So we'll show a couple different things. We'll get in and do some coding, and then we'll get in and show you how to do it on the back end and all that fun stuff. Okay, so first thing and foremost is I'm going to create a HTML page that we're going to get started as well. So I'm just going to call it index.html. Well, let's just call this. It's called objects.html. So let's see, zoom in a little bit here. There we go. So we'll start coding something. One of the things is if you hit Control Shift and P, oops, I think that's it. Maybe it's because I'm using a Mac. A Mac is Control Shift and P. All right, let's start doing it here. Yeah, I think it's. Let's do HTML, and then it's Control Shift and P. I thought that was it. Command Shift and P. Command Shift and P. Maybe it is. Maybe that's not it. Usually what you do is if you just type in HTML and hit Command Control Shift and P, it'll populate it for you. Alright, whatever. So we can just type it, not a big deal. So HTML, we have our title, objects, heading, and then our body. Oh. Let's see. We have our heading here, and if we have anything in there, fine. If not, and then we have our body. All right. So this is just a boilerplate right here. So let's just save this like that. That's fine. So let's pull up this on live server. Yeah, let me pull it over here so you can see it. There we go. So a couple of different things that we're going to do. We have nothing here, that's fine. We're going to go into inspect, like we always do. And we're going to go into console, like we always do. And so we're going to learn about some different objects, different things that we could do with the objects that we typically haven't did yet in this course. So one of the things is we're going to actually write on the screen, but this course is going to write it in HTML as well. Okay. So we can set up a variable. So we've talked about arrays, and this is basically an array in a sense. So we'll say, in this case here, we'll say movie. And so we'll say equals, and then we'll put this a squiggly brace here. And what we're going to do is we're going to describe different properties and assign these properties values, okay? So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to do a little cheat. So I'm going to go over here. I'm going to one of my favorite websites, imdb.com. We'll grab some information from here and use it. So let's see. Oh, well, that's not a movie. So Sweet Home Alabama. Good movie. All right, so we got our information there. All right, so I will do name. So what's the name of the movie? I could say Sweet Home Alabama. Perfect. Then I'll do a comma, and then I could come over here and pull something up, and maybe we could put what type of genre. So we have comedy and romance. So we can put genre, and I'll just put comedy, romance. Perfect. And what else can we put? Maybe the year that it was. So I think I seen 2002 in the header there. Yep, we'll say 2002. So year, since it's a number, we don't have to put it in parentheses, so we 2002. We could put actor. There's a couple actors. Leads were Reese Witherspoon and Josh. I don't remember Josh's name on top of my head. Josh Lucas. There we go. I see Patrick Dempsey there as well. All right, so we have actor, and one more thing. You know what? Let's do this. Let's put actor and actress. So, oops. What happened? Oh, I forgot to put the darn this. All right, and then actress. Oh geez, I have it backwards. Did you just notice that? Josh Lucas. We'll mess it up on purpose. Let's do this. All right, there we go. And now what we could do is we could close it off with a bracket. You can put as many values as you want. And what we'll do is we'll exit it right there. So now we have that object created. So we created an object called movie, and within the movie we created properties, and those properties are specific informations on the movie. Now if we want to write it out, we could type in console.log, and then we could specify the name of the object, which is movie, and then we could specify the property. We could say name like that, and we could just close it, and there we go. It automatically pulls information. So what we're doing here is almost like we're building a constructor, and within that constructor we have properties, and these properties we can call at any time. So these properties stick around depending on how we declared, whether we declared it a public or a private, but we don't have to worry about that right now. So we can make a sentence into this as well. We could say, come down here, and we could say console.log, and we could say the movie, oops, and then we can put the name of the movie, which was movie.name, and then we could do plus came out in the year, and then we could put movie.year. We'll just keep it like that. And then we wrote something. The movie Sweet Home Alabama came out in the year 2002. Okay, so that's basically what we're doing with these properties here. So let's kind of do an HTML and see how this works. So what we could do is here we have our heading. So we're not gonna put any libraries in here, so we'll just keep it like that. So now within the body here, we could put some information, kind of basically that information that we had in there. We could probably copy this, I bet. Copy it. Yeah. Well, let me think about that. So we could do it, but I don't think it's going to work. See, it doesn't like that because we don't have it as a script. So maybe create a folder like how we talked about in class. So we create a folder, and this folder is called JS. And then within this JS folder, we create a new file. We could call it, we'll call it movies. .js. And right in here, maybe we could call this property this way. Yeah, so now we could put in here, maybe put a little, text up here, and we could specify movie object and properties associated with the object. So we have movie, Sweet Home Alabama, year, blah, blah, blah. All that information is stored in there, okay? All right, so Now that we have the movies in here, we have this object like we have it. Now we've learned at this point that we could just easily write this on the screen. We could, let's go to inspect real quick. You know, we could easily type something on the screen where we could set this whole variable up. I don't know if it's still in here or not. I don't think it is. No, we don't have it in there yet. So if we captured this code here, copy it, we know that we could console.log it and put movie.name here, and it works. Okay, perfect. Now, what we want to do is write it in HTML. We can't really do that. We could come in here and say movie.name like we did, and just save it. We could do that, not a problem. But it's not going to be on the screen, so that is kind of the problem. You could eventually drill down into it and you can find it in here, but that's not what we're trying to accomplish. So we're going to do something a little bit different. We want to put it on the screen. So I think the first start is we need to show that it's in here. So within the heading, we could do script source equals, and within here we could say name of the folder is JS and the file name is movies.js. And then we could close the script. Let's see how we want to do it. Like that. So it closes the script. We save it. Perfect. So file saved. Now we got the objects. It's still not there. That's fine. So we have to put it there. So let's go into here and let's omit this console.log. Let's type in a word called, let's put it here, write code to the screen. We could easily come in here and just type in what we want to put in here. So we could say document.write. This function allows us to write it in HTML. And we could say the movie name is, and we'll just keep it simple right now, plus, and we'll say movie.name right there. And let's save that. And let's go out here. And look at that. Let's close that out. And look what we have on the screen. The movie name is Sweet Home Alabama. Just that simple. Let's see, what else can we do here? We could put other information. We could copy this, copy it real quick. And we could come down here and say the genre. And we could just say genre is, and then we could put genre, like that. And then we could come down here and say maybe the lead actors, and then R. And we can put movie.actor plus, I put a space between them, and maybe say and movie.actress. Okay, like that. Oops. Did not like that, did it? What's it? View, no quick fixes available. Expected a comma. Where? Oh, I know what. Do that. Alright, so let's close it and save it. And save it. Let's go out here again. Problem is, everything's across the line. This is the movie name is Sweet Home Alabama. The genre is blah blah blah. So I think we need to put tags in there. The problem there is we can't put a BR tag here like that because it doesn't recognize it. So let me think about this. we want to do a line break in JavaScript there. And we have to be creative on this. So we can't put BR in here, and I'll show you it won't work. We have to be creative. So if we come over here, it doesn't even show the screen anymore because it doesn't recognize it. It doesn't even recognize what we put there. So let's take this out real quick. And now you'll see the screen still has data on it. So let's go back into JavaScript. We need to type in document.write, and we need to specify the HTML in here, I'm pretty sure. So let's see if it works. Let's put BR like that and see if that fixes it. Let's save it. All right. See, okay, it looks like it might. So now what we could do here is copy this, and we can put it below here and save it. Come back. Look at that. We have the movie name is Sweet Home Alabama. The genre is a comedy, romance. Okay, that's fine. And the lead actors are Josh Lucas and Reese Witherspoon. Perfect. So that's perfect. That displays it how we want to display it. Now, thinking out of the box here, maybe we want to make the font bold. I wonder if we could just do something simple like this. And we could just put like this. I don't know if it'll like that. I don't think it will, because unless it bolds it all. Yeah, so it's just going to bold it all at that point. Unless we did this. We just made it one area like that. Let's save it. And yeah, so that just makes it one. All right, that is looking better for now. You know what would be really cool is if you could put a image in here as well. Let's put, what you can do is by using regular HTML, you can come in here and say font size equals, because we're not using CSS at this point in this class, we could say 8. I think that's how you do it. There we go. See, it equals 8, but it makes everything the same size. So, what do you do here? Font size. And so it should only make that one like that then. Alright, and there you go. You kind of see where I'm going with this. Is we're creating a story. So the movie name is Sweet Home Alabama. The genre is comedy. We want to make that font bigger. So let's copy this. And let's do this real quick. Let's do a couple of these. We probably could do oops, I don't know what that was. If it'll allow me to do a space that way. It does, okay. So I wanted to space down. Now we can make that size. Copy this real quick. Oops, there we go. And here, we could put the size a little bit bigger. We'll say 3. I'm not sure what that's going to look like. And then we could close it. I'm not sure why I have it there. We could close it and say this right here, copy this. Save it. Alright, so now we made it. I don't know if I like that. Does that save? Three seems kind of small. So, alright, 5 is a little bit bigger. I like that. Probably want to also change that value up here and put a space in there as well. I think, because I'm tired of seeing how close it is. There it is. So we probably want to do the same thing with these guys right here, but I don't know if we want to have it bold either. Okay, so I'm going to take the bold out. And then I'm going to copy this. And also, I'm going to put down here, creates new line for genre. So that way we could do a whole section here. Actually, all right, perfect. So we want to copy this and make all this the same, I think. So we could come down here, paste it in here, lead actors are, and then we could do font and bar, copy it like that. Let's save it. Perfect. So now you see here, the movie name is Sweet Home Alabama. Genre is comedy, romance. Lead actors are Josh Lucas and Reese Witherspoon. Now you notice here, we're just using HTML as more or less as a template, and we're doing everything in JavaScript. We're calling JavaScript, and then we're telling JavaScript how to run it. So, everything's in JS. So now we want to also add an image to this. So how will we add an image? And where do we want to add the image to? So it would kind of be the same way though, because we're just adding an image to it. So if you would do it, what do you call it? Image source. We could do, let's see here. Well, first of all, let's have a folder. No, it's not within there. I don't know why it wants to do that. And I'll call it images. And this is where I put my image at. So let's come on here and Sweet Home Alabama. Go to images. And I've seen this movie a lot of times, actually. It's a really good movie. If you have not seen it, I would highly recommend it. It's a really good movie. Super, super good. Those people are not even into movies. That is real Alabama. This is a scene at the carnival, so we're going to use this. Alright, so I'm going to save image. I don't know if that's even an image. It's not. Cancel. I'll put images into a tab. I wanted to make sure this is an image. It looks like it is. Then again, it doesn't. This thing's so difficult. Let's put Jake drinking beer. There's a scene where he's drinking a beer after he finds out that she spent all the money in his checking account. But I don't know if that's it or not. It's in this scene here. Look, it's screenshot it. Coming up, there he is. He's all excited. Then when he drinks his beer, he's like, oh my God. There it is. He gets ready to crush it in a minute here, literally. Jake, why you, there it is. Perfect scene. I'm gonna use that as my image. So when he asks her, she asks why you have all that money in your checking account. Alright, you can see I've seen this movie too many times. Alright, save it. We'll just call it Josh Lucas. It's in my downloads folder. Perfect. So let me copy it. One second. Why is my mouse not working? Alright. So we copied it, and I'm going to throw it out in that direct folder, objects, images, paste it there. Should be over there now. There it is, Josh Lucas. Alright, perfect. We'll have to make that smaller too. So we could just put it with an HTML and display it on the screen. The problem with that is, I don't know. So we can put it right here. Well, let's play around with this a little bit. We'll say equals images slash Josh Lucas. Like I said, we want to put a height, or it's going to take up a lot of the screen. So we'll just say 350, and then width equals 350. Just like that. Let's save that. Let's go over here. Close out of this. Oh, where's it at? Did I do it wrong? Let's see here. Oops. Maybe I don't have the right spot. I noticed the body looks a little off. All right. That's weird. Let's close this out real quick. Save it. Yeah, body does not look right. We have the heading, and there we have the body. What is missing? Maybe I have it in wrong. Let's just, oh, maybe I should think about closing it. Jesus. All right. So, all right, there it is. That works too. Probably want to make it smaller though. Maybe on, let's just do 200 by 200. Save it. A little bit better. But see, I'd rather it be up here. So with that in mind, we could copy this code here. Let's just cut it real quick. And then go over to our JavaScript. And where it says movie name there, you might want to put it after the first bar, or maybe after, yeah, maybe after the second line. So what we could do here is say add image, and we can say documents, oops, dot right, And we could copy in the code and see if this works. I don't know if it'll like it, to be quite honest with you. So we might have to do this like this for it to work. Let's close this out for a second because everything is barking at me. I don't think that likes it, to be honest with you. Yeah, because everything else is barking. This could work. I did add an image in there, but so I don't think we have it in here anymore. No, but it doesn't like all this other stuff now. Oh, because of that. Let's see what the heck's going on. So that works there. Because this usually has this in it. No, usually doesn't have it in there, but we'll usually do it in there since we're coding it that way. Let's see. Let's do it this way. Huh. Let's save it. I just want to. It doesn't like that. Expect it, and it still doesn't work. Thinks it needs a heavy because it's seen it double there. Huh. There is a problem there. We know that it works like this. So do we need to be creative and do documents? All right. Yeah, for some reason, and I'm wondering if we could put a double quotation in here. Huh. All right, expected token, did you mean that or that? All right, oops. Quick fix. That didn't work. All right, so I'm gonna cut this out for a second. Huh. I'm testing something on my other screen. I feel like we're almost there, but we just didn't get it. You know what? We'll come back to that, but right now let's put back where it was at before. But in this sense, it'll be this. We'll just keep it here for now. Oh, our stuff's still not out there. Oh, we must still have it. Oh, yeah, save it. Yeah. All right, that is fine for now, I guess. It just thinks I had to put it there. I'll have to come back and play around with that and figure out how we add an image. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna make that something for you guys to figure out because I know there's a way. I'm just not thinking out loud. So this is gonna be one of your tasks is to add an image. All right. Let's see what else do we have here. All right. Bear with me. So that is one way that we could do it. Another way is, let's say that we created another set of properties. So this is our movie properties here. Okay. So let's do that. So now let's say that we wanted to do another set of movie properties, but maybe we're doing let's say we're doing TV instead. So let's say TV shows like this equals, and we're going to do it differently. We're going to do these square brackets here. Actually, I don't think it's going to be different. It's going to be the same thing. Because if we did, what it's going to be, no, actually, I'm thinking out loud. That will be the same. Because we're going to do, okay. We probably don't want to do that because it is a same. Oh, you know what it is? I know what it is. We could set up a function, and we did functions before, but a little bit different. So let's say function, and so what we could do is we could type in function, and we could put maybe, let's do athletes, and within athletes we could specify the name of the parameters that we want to pass. So we could say first name, last name, age, height, points, goals, championships. Okay, well, let's just put points, not goals. Championships. And then within our function, we could write what our values are. So we could say for this current value, we could say this, and we could say first name. So we're going to give this within this constructor, we're going to give it a variable. We'll say first name equals first. So if someone calls it, we can have them call that value, and then we could do the same thing where we'll say last name equals last. We want to associate that last value with it. Now we'll do age, and we keep it the same. We could say this object, which is height, equals height. So what we're doing is when they call that feature, we're grabbing whatever value is passed into it. Okay. We'll show you how to do some back end as well. So then we could do this points equals points. We could do this. What else do we have? Let's do this. Let's change that around a little bit. Let's do total points. Points, perfect. Then we can do this championships. We'll put champs equals championships. There we go. All right, perfect. Then what we could do is we could call it. Oh, getting a cramp in my leg. Well, now what we want to do is we want to create the object. And how we do that is we set up a variable, and we can say begin we'll say draft, sports draft equals, then we'll say new, and then we'll name it function athletes. We're going to creating a new athletes, and then within that we're going to send values for that. So first we could put LeBron, what do we think about this? Okay, and we're just going to pass in values. We'll say James, his age, I think he's 35 maybe. Height, he's 6'4", so we'll put that's it. We'll put it in inches. So that's what 6 times 12 is 72. Oh no, he's 6'8". Sorry. So he's an inch taller than me. So he's 80 inches. So 80 inches. And then how many points? He has a lot of points. He just, we'll say 36,000. I don't know. That's how many points he has. Let me look. Almost 37,000. We'll keep it 37,000, which is about there. Well, 37K. Let's see. Was there anything else? championships. He has one with the Lakers, 2 with the Heat, 1 with the Cavs, 4. All right, and that is it. Then we need to write it. And this is where we could do document, oops, not that. Right. And we could put, what can we do here? What's the name of, okay, sports draft dot first name, and let's see if it even works. First plus sports draft dot last name. Alright, so let's save this. Alright, so problem is LeBron James is over here in front of the movie. So how do we fix that? We need to put a bar there. And then we also need to do some other changes there. We probably want to do this somewhere else. So let's do this. Let's cut this. Let's go down here and paste it here. So that way it's below all that other stuff. And now if we come down here, it's down here. Now we have that darn image there. Huh. Knew that image would cause me problems. So we're gonna have to take that image out temporarily. And we're gonna have you figure out how to put it in the right spot, which we talked about. So you're gonna use JavaScript and put it in the right spot because you see the HTML does not work. You know what I should do is I should put this in source control as well, which I didn't. Let's see where we're at on timing here. 42 minutes is a long video. So let's open up terminal real quick. PWD. Let's do. Alright, so CD and objects. Clear it. Let's create a folder in here called get. Okay. I don't want to do that. That's dumb. Because then it's in that folder. See how we have it here? We don't want that. So let's delete that. That's a bad idea. Alright. Let's do an ls here. That's fine. Let's go out. And let's make a directory here called get. And then this is for objects. Perfect. We'll just move our code out there. So while we're thinking about it, so let's do GitHub. My account with is up an account. So set the repo. We'll call it objects underscore. Make it public. That's fine. README file, sure. Let's create the repository. Alright, so we have it out there. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab the SSH, copy it, boom. Where am I at? I'm in the apps folder. I need to cd into get objects. Clear it. Now we're gonna do get clone. Eventually, it'll happen. Wow, what's going on? Sheesh. craziness. I'm not even sure what's happening there. So let's go back to terminal. I'm not even sure if it worked. Yeah, still trying to do it. So let's delete that. I'm not sure what happened. So let's pull it up in here. I got something running over there, so let's create a new window. Alright, let's do this. Close that out. Let's CD documents. And then that was get objects. Alright, so there's nothing there. So we're gonna do get clone. Let's see if it does it in here. For some reason it's taking real well. Wow. I don't know why it's taking so long. Well, maybe it already did it. It's just, alright, still didn't do it yet. Cloning into object, something's going on. Because it's just sitting there. Alright, you know what, I'm not going to waste my time. Someone control Z. Because something's not working. Alright, come back to that later. I was just going to push it up there. But we'll find another way. Alright, so now we need to create some information here similar to what we did with LeBron James. Or I mean the other ones. So we're just grabbing values there. So you see how we're calling the methods and putting information on the screen. It's very similar to this. Up above, we're going to want to make the size a little bit bigger. So let's document this real quick. And we'll just say down here, we can specify this. We could close out the bracket like this. Save it. There you go, LeBron James. Now you want to have a sentence here, but I'm not worried about it. Let's see, what else can we do? And I think it's on different classes that we could do, different objects. But ultimately, what I want you to do is you're going to have some things that you have to do, and you have to create a page using all this JavaScript and have some images and all this great stuff, all this wonderful stuff. And then I want you to post it out to your site. And that's why I was trying to save my stuff out here. So what I'm going to do here is I have to do it the way I don't want to do it. So let me grab my code. Objects. I'm going to zip it. Didn't want to, but I have to because, well, this ain't working the way I want to. So I'm going to add that zip file. Well, I guess I could just upload all the files in here. Let's try that first. Objects. We could do, yeah, so you can't do folders, that's why. Alright, so we'll just do that. Minute. Alright, so we'll grab that when we get up there. So let's go over to jump box. Oh, that's not it. Let's go here. Jump box. There we go. See if my account works. Sure. You know what? I changed my password. Oh, the sad thing is I don't remember what it is. shoot, I forget my password. Hold on, I'll be back. Darn it. You know, we'll save that for another day, another video, because guess what? I forget what my password is. I reset it. It's something ridiculous, and now I don't remember what it is. Anyways, so this is what I'm looking for this week. So I'll have some credentials in the assignment, but this is a good start. Thanks for watching, guys.